I don't know if I need to go over to Facebook and do the same thing. Because that's something. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to stream on Facebook. I do not know if anybody can see me. If you can, please let me know. I am trying to figure this out. I'm not new at it, but I'm trying to stream it because they've got it all set up completely different now. What was it right here? So it says live video, 7:30. Go live to start the event. Am I live? It says live video. Go live to start the event. All right, so it looks like it's live. Okay, so, okay, yeah, I've got over here. Let me see if it's in my StreamYard. Okay, yes. Hello, Casey. All right, let me turn the mute on this one. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Or as I turned the mute off on Facebook, because I'm not for sure if I need the Facebook. I thought it was going to go out like on my profile. I guess it didn't go out on my profile. I don't know why. You can still hear me? Show attachment. Okay, share. Share to feed. I don't know why it didn't pop up in my I don't know why it made it like an event. It's crazy. So I wanted to share it to the feed is what I wanted to do. Okay, good. So you can hear me. Good. Wait, can you hear me? I'm looking at the time. Okay. You can hear on Facebook, or can you hear me? Okay. Because I'm streaming, I'm using like a stream thing to be able to stream. So I turned my Facebook off, my volume off on my Facebook. But I left the volume up over here on my StreamYard. So I just want to make sure that you're able to hear me. That's my main concern, is just being able to hear me. If it's going, because I'll have like an echo on Facebook. Okay. So I'm trying to figure it out because it's got me streaming here where I'm able to add people if I need to add somebody. And it has me over on Facebook because I want to do YouTube. But I've got more followers over here than I do on YouTube, I guess. So I just wanted to be where I was able to be seen a little bit more, I guess. It doesn't matter to me because if my daughter knows how to upload it to YouTube whenever I'm done with this, she knows how to do all of that. So I'll have her upload this when I'm done. But I know a lot of people follow me more on Facebook than they do on YouTube. So I wanted to do that. So with all that out of the way, I'm going to do a few things. Today I'm going to talk about Sebastian Rogers. Let me share my screen. Share screen right here. This is Sebastian Rogers. He is 15 years old. He is autistic. He went missing February 25th, 2024. Apparently, allegedly, he walked out of his bedroom. The last place that he was seen, 10 o'clock at night, being put to bed, and he has not been seen since February 25th of 2024. Now, I'm already a month in, so my reading probably will clash with other people's reading. I just did a reading yesterday on Sebastian. So I did the reading yesterday on Sebastian, just what I picked up and everything else. I do try to stay away from the news. I try to stay away from other people doing readings, just so it doesn't fog me over, because you can become overwhelmed with other people's energies. So the few people that I did see when I was trying to get a little bit of information about Sebastian, because, quote, this has been out for a month now, so a lot of what I may see may be tainted. And then there might be a lot of new pieces that might be involved as I put them out there. So I did the initial reading yesterday, just what I picked up, just real quick. And for like the last month, I did a couple of things, but I've just been so busy with my son coming in and birthday, and just the last month has just been crazy. So I just really haven't had time to really sit down and focus my energies on searching for a missing child. So I'm here now. I'm going to focus my energies, and I'm sure other people with the gift, they've already done readings or whatever. So we will probably clash a little bit on our readings, and that's okay. Now, what I put up yesterday, I'll go ahead and, what I picked up yesterday with little Sebastian. Let me go ahead and just pull it up, because I wrote it all down. I can't. So yesterday, there's this word called Kojak, and I think Cassie found the word Kojak with a Kojack, or Kodak. I believe she found that for me as well yesterday. So that was one of the words that I had picked up, that's around and near where he is at. He went missing in Hendersonville, Tennessee, in the Beech, Beech community. He is still missing as of 3/28/2024. And what I have picked up is I feel that he is no longer earthbound. I do feel that he is near water, but it is like a dark, murky, dirty water. It's not like a river water with a water that has a flow into it. I feel it is a water that, like a sitting stagnant water, maybe a fishing creek, maybe a pond, but I feel that it's sort of out off the beaten path, and it could be like a place where people go to hang out and drink, or go throw a couple of fishing lines, maybe a camping place. But I don't feel that there are any feeders that are into this water hole. I feel that there are going to be rocks and boulders that will be around this lake, and also like muddiness. Of course, we know a lake, there's going to be muddiness that's around it. But I feel that there are going to be rocks and boulders that will be present in the area as well. Not little rocks or boulders. I'm talking big rocks, big boulders. Maybe a lip for a drop or something from the earth that's, it's not man-made. It's, what's the word? Mother Nature made. And that will be like on the edge of the waterway of the creek. And I put river, but I don't feel that there are any feeders. And I believe a river has a feeder. And I believe a creek also has a feeder. And what I'm talking about, a feeder is, something that's bigger that will feed into the smaller creeks. I feel that the water is stale. I also picked up that I don't feel that Sebastian left on his own accord, and I'll eventually get into that as well. Um, I'm going to do all of this, and then I will do a spirit box. My mind will jump, so please forgive me. I do feel that it is an accident of some sort that has occurred, that it may be head trauma or upper body trauma. I feel that there may have been a fight or something that went on between the parents, not dad, but stepfather and mother, the people that were in the home with this young fella. I feel that there may have been a altercation, something that caused this baby to have some sort of head trauma. I believe it was an accident. It was not meant to happen, but I feel that something happened. Again, I also feel a toxic relationship with someone in the home. I feel that there's name calling, there's belittlement on someone who does not understand the condition of a child that is on the spectrum disorder. You have lower spectrums, you have higher spectrums, a child that has autism. A lot of the children they're not alike. There's so many spectrum disorders. So you have your lower functioning children and you have your higher functioning children, but there's some kind of disorder that is there with the autism. I do feel that there is physical abuse, and I did see a statement about a belt with Nancy Grace, and that just totally validated the physical abuse. But I feel that this physical abuse is in silence, that there's a party that was doing this behind somebody's back that was physically harming this child in an abusive way, in a authoritative manner. I'm not talking about, taking food away or things like that. I just feel that it was more of an authoritative manner, where this person did not understand this world that Sebastian lives in, having the autism. I feel like it's being done behind the back of others. I also feel that Sebastian was trying to stand up for himself. And a child with autism, such as Sebastian, I believe he may be an HFA, a high functioning autistic, where he's able to function in the world, but, has a lot of behavioral issues and other things that go with the autism. Around this age, they will hit puberty and they will begin to act out a little bit more. And I feel that Sebastian may have been acting out a little bit more, where he's hitting puberty, like being told what to do, how to do, when to do, where to do. And him being 15 years old, he sort of wants to do a little bit. He wants to grow up, I guess is how I want to say it. He wants to grow a little bit. He wants to feel validated. And I feel that he was trying to stand up for himself, but there was this figure that would push him down, belittle him, bully him in his own home. I also feel that he was always in trouble or always in punishment. Always in trouble. It's like he could not do the right thing. No matter how hard he tried, he could not do the right thing. This is going to be a little bit graphic, a little bit hard, but this is what I picked up. I feel that he is no longer earthbound. I do feel that he has been buried. He is in a shallow grave. I feel that he is wrapped in a comforter, a blanket of some sort. Like, how children have their favorite blankets. I feel that he is wrapped in like a favorite blanket. He is near the water, and it's dirty water. It's like an entranceway, but he's in the woods. But he is not in the water. It is very near the water. I feel that it's like on a back road, like in a holler, a fishing spot, a hidden water hole. I feel, excuse me. I feel that someone's alibi in the home is a fixed alibi. Um, sorry. I don't feel that they're being truthful with their alibi. I feel that this alibi is not the correct alibi that they are leading law enforcement to believe. But it will be found out. Law enforcement will not give up. They will find out this alibi. Stating that someone was far away. And the truth is they were not far away. They were actually in the home when this occurred. On a personal opinion, I feel that there is narcissistic abusive traits that are coming from a party that portrays themselves as a victim, but they do know the truth. And this person, I feel, is the one that hurt him. Things that I feel that maybe with Sebastian, I feel that there may be some sort of toy, like a dinosaur, like a favorite toy that he likes to carry, maybe on his clothing, but maybe something that resonates with a dinosaur with him. Could be a teddy bear. I don't know. And then I picked up like some kind of wings. I'm not going to say angel wings because I don't feel that they were angel wings, but I think they were like airplane wings. Like maybe he was given a pin of an airplane wings. Like back in the old days when you get on an airplane and you go into the cockpit, they give you these airplane wings, to make you feel a little like when you're in on the Airbus, you feel welcome, and they'll give you these airplane pens. Maxine, your cat is up to no good on my stove.
What is it doing?
Terry is up to no good on my stove. I'm watching her feast.
I don't care.
Put it down on the floor. Let her have it. Because I'm not going to eat it now. There is a little bit of other stuff that I also picked up, but I do want to hold out with that before I put it out there. I also feel that he's going to be found northwards, like up above where he went missing. And so I feel if you go up north, like you're going to run into this massive amount of wooded area, and he's going to be up in that area. And this is what I wrote yesterday, where I feel that he may be found. Now, one question that I do have are his glasses. Where are his glasses? Are the glasses at home? Are his glasses at home? Or are his glasses with him? That's a question that I do have. Where are this child's glasses? The reason I ask this is I myself have a child that is an HFA, an autistic child. He is a high functioning autistic, and a lot with a child with spectrum disorder. It's routine. And a lot of people that are on my Facebook know which child I'm talking about and watch the struggle that I had with this particular child. And a lot of it was structural and routine that had to be done. So when I hear about shoes that are left in the home, I know the routine that if an autistic child is going to walk out, they're going to put shoes on. That's just normal nature for them because that is their routine. And then I read that he would put on slides or something to take out the garbage. Or I heard, and I didn't read, I heard. Are the slides still there? Because the shoes are there. Where are the slides at? My main concern, I was asking yesterday, where are his glasses? If he's worn glasses ever since he was a young child, this will be force of habit. It will be a routine that this child will have his glasses on. Are these glasses at home? Are they missing? Where are they at? Because I have a child that wears glasses and been embedded in her ever since she was a young child. So again, it's just force of habit. You wake up, put your glasses on, and you're done for the day. So these are things that I feel that I have picked up. There's a few other things that I have also picked up. I'm going to keep that close to my chest right now, because I don't want to put everything out there that I feel that I have picked up. I just want to find out if I can find some validation in the meantime. But yeah, that's what I picked up. Now, with this young man right here, again, he's been gone for a month. And you can, the number is 1-800-TBI-FIND if you have any information on where he may be, if you've seen him, or if you know the family and you got information that you need to give, about what may have happened to him, because we need to bring this baby home, just like a lot of the other babies that need to be brought home. A month is too long to just up and disappear. Something bad has happened, and it's in the family. I don't believe there is anything on the outside. I don't believe he's been kidnapped. I don't believe he's been trafficked. I don't believe he's been sold. I don't believe there's been any of that. I believe it was an accident and parents panicked. And I feel that has been deceased ever since the 25th of February. So look, that's just opinionated. That's just some of the stuff that I picked up from my gift. I mean, you can take that with a grain of salt. I'm not a cop, not a doctor. I just had this little gift. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a spirit box session. So what I do is I use necrophonic. The necrophonic is like an SB7, which it spits out these words. And when it spits out these words, it can give a place, it can give a name, it can give a place. And when I've used it, it's sort of been pretty spot on. I used more when I did some of the Summer Wells case, when I was more involved in the Summer Wells case. And I did drop off of that case whenever I lost my own son. I dropped off of that case, but I was hot and heavy in that case. And I relied heavily on my spirit box because it was giving correct, direct answers. So I have done a cleanse tonight. I have called upon the angels and the spirits to come out and help. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the spirit box on. It's called necrophonic, but it's the same as an SB7. It just takes out the white noise and it lets you be able to hear a little bit more of the words that are being said. With that being said, I need to get that set up and I need to get some paper out so I can write down like if there are any answers, and you guys might want to get some paper out and write down answers as well, to the questions whenever I ask questions. And if you guys have any questions, you can feel free to ask, and I will try to ask the questions as they come through and see if we can pick anything up. Hopefully it will be loud enough for you guys to hear. I have the volume up. Sebastian Rogers. Today is the 28th. It's the spirit box. Go ahead and get it up and running. I believe it's that one. Nope, it's not that one. It is an app, but it is a good app. And this will be able to let you hear, excuse me, it'll be able to let you hear when things come through what they may come through. Let me know if you can hear it, please. I'm going to go ahead and start it up so it can start warming up. And if you have any questions, let me pop over here to Facebook real quick because I'm not sure if all the questions are coming through. Okay. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask the questions. And I will try to incorporate them into the spirit box. Let me know if you can hear the spirit box. Let me know if you can hear that. And my first question I'm going to ask to the spirits, if they can answer me, please. Do you know where Sebastian Rogers is? Where is Sebastian Rogers? I've heard passed away, and I've heard woods. Can you tell me if Sebastian has his glasses? Yes. Thank you. Did Sebastian run away from his home? No. Was there an accident with Sebastian? Head, like head bunt is what I just heard. It was head and then like blunt or bunt. Do you know who hurt Sebastian? Was it just the mother? Did the mom accidentally hurt Sebastian? Yep, and breathe. Can you give me a name of where Sebastian may be found at? A street, a name. Birmingham? I'm going to leave that one as a question mark because I could not make that one out. It sounded like Birmingham, but I'm not for sure. Spirits, how old is Sebastian? Can you give me his age, please? One more time so we can hear you. Say it one more time, please. Can you give me his age? I need Sebastian's age. $15. There you go. Thank you. Did the stepfather hurt Sebastian? It said Chris. I believe that's the guy's name, Chris or Christopher. Can you answer with a yes or no? Done. It did. Oh, my cousin's name, my nephew's name got in my head. Did Sebastian's stepfather hurt Sebastian? He did. Can you answer yes or no, please? It was a yes. There was a couple of no's in there too, but there were more yeses than there were no's. And then passed away, but the D word. Does the stepfather know where Sebastian is at? Please answer loudly. Yes or no? Does the stepfather know where Sebastian is at? Yes. Yes, that was a very strong yes. And then they called him an idiot. Did the stepfather hurt Sebastian? Yeah. Is there anything that has to do with a dinosaur around Sebastian? Dark? Yes. Hair? Air bud? It said air and then bud. So I don't know what that means, and I'm getting a couple of answers on that. Does Sebastian have a pair of wings on him? On him or near him? Near. Is he near an airport? Is Sebastian near an airport, or where they have airplanes or helicopters? Car. Will Sebastian be found? Can you please repeat that? Will Sebastian be found? Yes. Who will find Sebastian? Neighbors. Bob. Dog. Bob and dog. Neighbors, Bob and dog. When will Sebastian be found? Month. Go. Do the parents know where Sebastian is at? Yes. Will they speak? Todd. Will the parents speak? That's a no. When they laugh like that, that is a no. Will the mother cave? Yes. Is the mother being abused by the stepfather? very often. And then I heard the word polyphora. I don't know if that means anything, but polyphora. Was the mother seeking a divorce because of abusive relationship? Burned. Most likely. Don't tell anybody. That was a full sentence. Does the mother have dirt on the stepdad? It's almost like a secret. Did Sebastian's mother love him? Okay, you've confused me a little bit, spirits. Did Sebastian's mother love him, or was he a burden? That was a big no. Let's do it again. Did the mother love Sebastian? Yes, in a way. Did the mother mean to hurt Sebastian? No. A no and yeah. So what was it? Did she mean to hurt him, or was it an accident? If you could just say accident or not accident. Was it an accident? I'm saying no. Trying to think of other questions to be able to ask. Does anybody have any questions? I am running out of questions. Can you give me any landmarks where Sebastian will be found? It's saying woods, but we don't know which woods. Can you tell me which part of woods? It's far. Can you tell me how many miles Sebastian is away from home? 12 miles. Can you tell me if he's north, west, south, or east? He will be found alone south. I'm feeling north, but this just said south. Do you know when he will be found? You need to help him. Can you give me a name of any landmarks? Say it clear and loud. I need a name. Birth? Bridge? Birth? Like birth or Birdstone Bridge? Thank you. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the session. Any spirits, they need to stay in the box. You are not allowed to come out. You're not allowed to attach your energy to me. So I need you to stay. Thank you for your answers. So that is the spirit box session. Miss Tammy, I do feel that he is buried in the woods. I feel that he is buried in a blanket or a blankie, like, you know how kids carry, like, for security, a blanket. I believe he has like a security blanket with him. It's not like, I don't want to say it's a stream. It's not a feeder. It doesn't have a feeder. It's like a creek with stale water, but it's like a fishing hole, like a hole where people just go back and throw a line, or it's not a heavily traveled hole. It's like where people go fishing at type of deal. And there's woods that's surrounding it. I feel that he's near these woods, but near the water, but not in the water. Sebastian. And I asked like 28 questions. This is page 2, 3, 1. So that is just a couple of answers, hopefully, and that will help. And, you know, a lot of people don't believe in the spirit box. A lot of people are afraid of the spirit box. It's given me some really good answers. And I think my biggest one, especially in Tennessee, when I was doing the summer wells, I never heard of this word, which is called Bull's Gap. And when that spirit box shouted out Bull's Gap, that just blew my mind. So that's really whenever I started believing in the spirit box, like they can see things, and the spirits, when you connect with the spirits, they can see things a little bit more than what we can see. I use this as audio to be able to help enhance, so you're able to hear volume. Maybe I might miss something, so it might be able to enhance a little bit of volume for other people. And I went on what I'm feeling and what I seen by the vision that I was given. And I can only go on that. And there are a couple other things that I have also seen, but I don't really want to put them out here just yet. I'm not ready to do that just yet. I don't think it's really appropriate of what I seen to put out here, but you sort of get the gist of what I need to, that I did put out. So there is sort of that gist. So I think that might be as much as I can do. Again, if anybody has any information on Sebastian, he has been missing for right at a month and 2 days. He's been missing right at a month and 2 days. He needs to be found. We need to find out where he is at so that closure can be brought more to his father than anybody. He is out there looking endlessly for his son. He wants his son home. I want his son home for him. Robin, Dusty, I don't know if you remember, but you did Lonzy Barton case. You had heard Will tire, and he was found with a pile of tires on top of him. I do remember. That was one of the first ones that I did quite a long time ago, and I do remember that. There's quite a few of them that I've done, and it breaks my heart. I just hope that that I use this tool. I use this tool to help others so that they can sort of hear. That's why I use a spirit box. Other than that, I just use, my intuition, the gift that I was given to be able to see. That's usually what I use. I use the spirit box so others can hear as well. Some of the things that I see and hear, it validates for me, but it also gives you guys audio to be able to hear a little bit. Yes, ma'am. That was back in 2015. That's when I started, probably 2012, 2013 is when I started really coming out with the gift and helping look for missing children. That was 2012, 2013, whenever I started to own me, own who I am, own the gift more or less. And yeah, that was one of my very first ones where I opened up and just said what I felt, and the Lonzy Barton and everything sort of came to fruition, and it really broke my heart. But I think that is it with the Sebastian. I will try to keep it updated. I try not to mix and mingle what I see or what I feel. I try not to mix and mingle the gift with anybody else's. Like, I'm sure there are other that are gifted out there, psychics, mediums. I'm sure they're out there working, just as well as I am. Again, this is the first time that I've done a physical read. Yesterday was when I first put it on the books, like my filling and everything. For the last month when it first came out, I was hinting to it, but I never really got into it because I was so busy, with family life and everything else. Just a few things that I saw. You can go back on the page and you can see. And when I did a couple of updates, just my thought and everything else, but it was nothing big like I did yesterday. And I felt today that I really needed to go out. I needed to do a spirit session and just see what we can find, what we can pick up. Maybe it will help somebody with boots on the ground, help them find an area to search, or maybe somebody that's familiar with the area. Maybe they know where I'm talking about. It's funny about the airplane wings. Maybe there's an airplane somewhere near. Maybe there's planes that he sees, where he's at. So that's also a thought as well. Maybe there's a military base hidden somewhere that has helicopters. I don't know. But there's something that has to do with airplane wings where he's going to be found. Robin, I have not looked into the Elijah View case yet. If it's not brought to my attention, then I probably won't. This just happened to pop up on my Facebook. And I'm like, you know what? I need to come out and I need to say something. And again, it's been happening for a month. So there's going to be other people out there way before me with the gift and psychic and the mediums, saying all their stuff, what they're feeling and everything else. And that's perfectly fine because that's what one sees, the other may not see. But in the end, it sort of all collaborates and you can sort of get a picture from that. Because all we get, how to explain the gift is we get puzzle pieces. It's like you get this mini movie that flashes in front of you within 2 seconds. And you have to go off of those movie flashes that you get in your head. You have to go off of that. And you have to create a story around the pieces. And it's like this big jumbo puzzle piece that you have to put together. And it takes a community to help put the puzzle pieces together. Hold on a minute. Please forgive me. I have got yeah, you're lucky. You would have got wet. Yeah. Water gun on my buddy. He was going after my birds. It will take a community to help to put these pieces together. Oh, he's up to no good, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. I'm going to have to do it. He knows it's going to happen because he got back down. Just so you know, it's set right here. You try it again and leave them birds alone, I'm going to get you. So, as I was explaining, before I rudely got interrupted, having the gift, you sort of get like these... Sorry. You sort of get like these puzzle pieces, and you have to put these puzzle pieces together. And we see things that we don't want to talk about, things that we don't want to, things that we don't want to put out there. And that's some of the things that I need to keep close to my chest because I don't really want to put it out there. Some of the things that I saw. Oh, Robin, this cat is naughty. He is naughty. I mean, naughty with a big N. And my son got this from the fair. I don't know if you can see it. He got it from the fair whenever he was here. And, it's like the perfect thing. They tell you not to shoot your cats with a shotgun, with a water gun, because it emotionally damages them. Honey, I'd take that water gun after that cat's tail. He is so naughty. He has me emotionally damaged. I'm telling you. This cat has me emotionally damaged. I need help raising him. Um, but yeah, that's sort of how the gift works. And we all, the people, that are quote gifted, that psychic, that have that intuition, or, have the gift of sight, they get these images that are given to them, and we have to go off these images. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm protecting my birds too. Them birds are 6 years old, and they just some happy little campers, and I gotta protect them from my wild one. He's wild. He's naughty. He's something else. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and close this out, close the session out. Hopefully it helps some. Hopefully, somebody will be out there and may see this, and our boots on the ground, and maybe a few of the things that came through the session, maybe they will help. Maybe it could point them somewhere, maybe Ellie or somebody, it can point them to some direction so we can find this baby. And when they get in the area, I don't believe it will be hard to find him as soon as they get into the area where he is at. But it's within 10 to 12 miles from his home is all I know. So I say north and they say south. So I don't know. I feel north. I've always felt north upwards, is where they will find him. But again, I can be wrong. It's a gift. There's times that I can be wrong, and there are times that the spirit box can be wrong. We're not always right on what we do. Okay, then I think I'm going to call it a night. I want to thank you guys all for coming and joining, and I do hope that this helps somebody somewhere. I hope you guys all have a really good evening, and thank you. Now, if I figure out how I'm going to end it, do I have to end it on both? End stream.